Hi, my name's Joe and you're watching Livetastic. Today's video is all about shifting your focus. So, what does that mean? And what's in it for me? So, about 2 years ago, if you looked at my Facebook feed, if you looked at my YouTube feed, you'd see a lot of negative stuff. A lot of news articles, a lot of, I used to follow a lot of people that have political ideologies, you know. I look at all this chaos and crazy shit in the world and be like, what's going on? The world's gone mad. And then I woke up and realized that, yeah, all of this stuff is just designed to keep us in fear. All of this news, this negativity, is designed to keep us in fear and to stop us from reaching our full potential, stepping outside of the matrix, taking control of our lives and our planet. We're controlled. We're controlled by fear, and we're allowing it to happen. Switch on the news. There's wars happening in countries thousands of miles away. There's a bunch of celebrities getting up to all sorts of naughty, nasty stuff. You know, celebrities you never met, you'll never meet, that have nothing to do with you, your community, the world around you, really. You know, we're all listening to what Matt Damon thinks about the environment and these, like, who is he? And why are we listening to the guy? You know? We all need to start looking out of our window. We all need to start shifting our focus away from things that are happening thousands of miles away to people that you don't know. And we need to start looking out of the window and changing what's happening outside of our door. I go to a local sauna. It's a local rec center. So you've got lots of, elderly people and, a great mix of people. And when I first started going there, all I would hear is Justin Trudeau, Justin Trudeau, Justin Trudeau. Negative, 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 negative. About what's happening in the world, how everything's just falling apart, crumbling. And, that was a period where I just shifted my mind. My focus, I just shifted my focus to more positive things. So I was able to change the story. I was able to change the topics of conversation and bring up the vibration. Because we're living in a time now where we've never had it so good. They're curing diseases faster than I can even keep up with. They've just cured a girl who was born completely deaf. She now hears. They figured out ways of, curing all these types of cancers now. And of course, things are in their infancy, regarding testing and development, but the results are pretty astounding. Now, what we've got to start doing is affecting the people around us and changing things that we can control and change. There's no point in watching the news. It's just going to bring you down and keep you in fear. It really is. What we want to be doing is looking for the positive things that are happening around us. Look at the positive things happening in the world and start communicating and coming together as a society. We've got to start shifting other people's focus if we can. Bring everyone into the positive. Because the more positivity there is around you, the better your life is going to be. The more positivity there is in the world, the better everyone's life is going to be. We've been kept down, we've been controlled, we've been programmed. And I see it. People are pulling themselves out of that way of life. People are pulling themselves away from this. People are waking up left, right, and center. I'm seeing it, and I'm helping people. You go to the rec center I go to right now and you step into that sauna, I guarantee that you're going to hear a lot of positivity. People talking about their real problems and helping each other. You've got nations from all over the world And I remember, just a year ago, you had the guy who's, a little bit kind of on the border racist, some of the things he said. Well, it changed. There's such a good community building. I see these positive things happening. I see people changing the way they think. And it's all because not just me, but the people in that place that they didn't like the negativity. So they changed the focus. And you can do it. Anyone can do it. You got to start with yourself. So instead of waking up and watching the news, wake up, listen to a gratitude or an affirmations video on YouTube. Look out of the window, remember all of the things that you have, all of the things you have to be grateful for. Remember that you've gone through this whole life and there's terrible things have happened to you, more than likely. You've been in situations where you thought, I can't handle this, I'm overwhelmed, I'm never going to get through this. But you know what? You did each and every time. And we forget, our mind's so used to being in that negative space, that fear space. As soon as you start to pull yourself out of that, guess what happens? Your mind is going to pull you back, because that's now your safe space. We've been so programmed to live in fear that when I first started to step out of that, when I first started to leave that fear behind, I was getting pulled back, yanked back. I'd 2 good days, and then suddenly I'd find myself just like sitting on the sofa, holding myself, going, oh my God, thinking about all the terrible things that are happening, all the terrible things that are going to happen. Well, guess what? They didn't. None of them. And I managed to wake myself up, keep on the right track. Shifting my focus from negative to positive. Shifting the conversation from negative to positive. Reaching out, opening the door, sitting on my doorstep, talking to strangers, people walking past, having great conversations. This is where we start. This is how we start to change the world. Because you know what? There's a lot going on out there. Psychedelics helping people. People that have had these mental health problems that just, they tried everything. One therapy session with ketamine, cured. I've seen it with my own eyes. There are ways now to help the people on the streets, the homeless people. I've got some stuff happening in the court, and I was sitting outside the court one day, and I'm looking at the people going in and out, and I'm like, these are all people that need help. These are all people that found themselves in trouble because no one's ever helped them. No one's helped them deal with their trauma. No one's helped them grow up and cope with their emotions. That's something I had to do for myself recently. And now I just want to help everyone. I want to help people get through what I had to do on my own. And that's what I'm doing. And it's working. And we can all start doing this. We need to step away from the matrix. We need to get out of this shit. We need to realize that we don't have to live in fear. We need to shift our mind and shift our focus and start seeing positive things and start doing positive things. And that's how we're going to change the world. So my advice is, when you wake up tomorrow, either don't look at your phone and go for a walk, and try to look at things in a positive way. When you're in a situation where the people around you are talking about negative stuff, change the news. Talk about something positive. Before you leave the house, Google it, positive news. Start to change the algorithm on your YouTube channel. Search for positive things. It will change your life and it will change the world. So, let me know how it goes for you and comment below and like and share this video if it helped you.